Martin,
Mm.
Remulla. Recto, I don't think it's in his personality to this Gibo. Meron lang mga general na nag-aso sa kanila like Torre, ang national security advisor niya, uh, nagugas kamay. Yung mga tao around him, when he said, gusto ko wala na siya dito because remember, what Bongbong wants, Bongbong gets, sabi ni Martin, di ba?
Yeah.
So, addict siya. Yung mga decision niya, impulsive siya. So, pag sinabi na, may nagsabi na ganito, pag wala si Digong dito, ganito, ganito, to, already na IC, ganyan, ganyan, already na Interpol. Kaya nga kasi pop siya, at saka mahina talaga siya magdesisyon, hindi niya naman yung mga ramifications ng you'll make him, what do you call this, martyr.
Martyr, yeah.
Intindihan yun ng long term na effect niya.
Yeah.
Kaya niya ba yan? Yan ang weakness niya kasi addict siya. Yan ang weakness talaga ni BBM. Magaling lang sa English pero yung walang laman, saka hindi niya talaga alam yan yung mga consequence ng kanyang mga ginagawa. Kagaya
saw the pasabog of the press conference of the 18 ex-Marines. No, did you hear it? You saw it, right? So, what are your quick thoughts about it first?
number one, hindi naman yan lalabas yung mga taong yan with real names and their face uncovered. Kung hindi nila kaya panindigan yan. Kasi naman silang code honor na I hope if they still hold in their that integrity in their character. So, in other words, yung point of belief, kasi sasabihin lang, naniniwala ka ba? Baka, ano lang, palang yan. Sa akin, I believe that kasi nga, they have everything to lose by saying this and nothing to gain. Di po ba? So, number two, akala natin ilang billion lang ang na-deliver. Hindi 5 billion sa Saldico, deliver niya kay BM sa bahay at sa Malacanang. Ilang billion deliver niya kay Martin Luther King Romualdez, bill kickback na. Pero ito, ang sinasabi ng mga Marines na ito, ng mga Marines ay sa total na delivery umabot ng 805 billion.
850.
Tama ba, Dr. Ren?
850 billion.
850 billion. At
Yeah.
kung i-spin nyo mga kababayan, ilan na kaya mga eskwelahan yan at mga gamot at pera pang hospital ng mga pobre at mga paaral, yung 850 billion nan. Tapos tayo, tinax. Ang taas ng bat natin ng percent, habang ninanawalan pala nila ang pera ng mga taxpayers. Ang isipin din yung 850 billion, hindi lang yun, pero isipin mo yun in term of anong equivalent niyan sa way of life sana ng mga Pilipino pobre. Biro mo, hindi makaaral dahil kahit sa tuition, wala naman pamasahe. Yung gamot sa bilas, zero billing, hindi yan totoo. May hospital lang na zero billing. Pag mga hospital na specialty hospitals, sa Philippine Heart Center, kung saan ko tumutulong sa batang may Down syndrome na kailangan ng heart surgery, wala zero billing doon. At dati po, kailangan ka pang kumanap ng BL o guarantee letter sa senador at congressman bago ka makapa-opera ng anak mo, kaya may guarantee letter ka ng 50,000. Isipin mo sa 800 billion, ilang bata po ka at mga adults ang pwedeng wave dyan ang buhay nila sa 800 billion? Ilang ba ang mapapa-eskwela? may voucher o may kasamang bili ng pangangailan at pamasahe. So, habang ang Pilipino ay halos po mag-aawa na lang pa makabenta ng 30 pesos para makabili lang ng isang kilong bigas sa araw na yan. 850 billion. Ang nabilang pa lang dyan sa delivery ng mga na sinasabing ex-marine. Paano pa yung iba? Yun nga sinasabi nila, di ba, earlier, magkano ang nawa natin sa flood control na kurakot is around 1.9 trillion. Mga
Bing,
bayan.
Bing. Yeah, Bing. Sinabi pa nila no na it wasn't just the congressmen, cabinet secretaries as well, no? So lahat parang widespread yung corruption, and most damning of all, Bongbong Marcos was named as the mastermind. No, so what's on this?
Sinasabi ko, Doc.
Yeah.
Hindi nila magagawa ito na systematic.
Yeah.
Kung walang go-ahead si Bongbong bilang presidente. Kasi tingnan sa, namang sa mga presidente, kahit nakaw yung mga congressman, may konting preno. Di time ni Digong, time ni Pinoy, may preno sila kasi natakot sila sa presidente na wala pang share, kumbaga. Dahil si BBM ay may kanyang share sa lahat ng kikakan na yan. Eh, nakakasikakot, di ba? Dahil especially na nandyan sa Martin Romualdez bilang godfather ng mga congressman. Pero sabi na may undersecretary na kabuat doon ni Secretary Amina Pagaman. Grabe ang lapit kay Pinoy. Ang lapit kay BBM, may text message pa nilabas si Congressman Erice nung yung Bersamin na yan.
Bing, meron Bing, pati mga generals nasabi din, no? Nasabi din, parang so it's so widespread, no?
Grabe. Grabe ginawa nila sa mga Pilipino. Grabe yung ginagawa nila sa bayan natin. Na hindi, yung para bang pag-upo ni Bibi, yun ang sinabi ko kampanya Umanda yung pag-upo niyan ni Isem. Pag-upo niyan, nanawan tayo niyan kasi nasa dugo niya yung pagdanakaw It's exactly what I said during campaign. I never doubted it, and I'm not happy that I have been right because nangyari talaga. Yan talaga si BBM, dapat siya manag siya sa sunod na administrasyon kung hindi nila kaya siya ngayon parutin kagaya sa ibang bansa, mga Korea, mga Taiwan, mga ex ng mga minister doon, they go to jail. For high officials in Japan, they go to jail even they're in office. Kung hindi nila gagawin dahil lahat ng institusyon natin, pati mga generals ay bili na, that's why I was one of the first call for his resignation, si BBM.
Yeah.
Sinabi ko yan sa mga interview ko tsaka sa sarili kong mga Facebook na kailangan mag-resign siya. Kasi kalat naman he has failed as a president, not only because of his incompetency, but also because he's a cane addict. That's why he cannot make the right decisions. Sinabi ko na BBM resign. Pero hindi natin kasi hindi tayo kumbaga yung criticals hindi natin na buo doon sa mga rally. Kasi mga grupo na kahit dilawan sila gaya ng Keiko, ayaw nila ng BBM sign doon sa rally. Mag-rally na hindi ako sa EDSA kasi di ba EDSA 1 ako. Na-point pa nga ako may Cory, di ba?
Yeah.
Lumaan kami dyan sa staff election Cory vs. Marcos Warlords. Ako lumaban ng pamilya ko doon sa Lord sa amin. Kinaya namin ang buhay namin dyan. Tapos sasabihin Keiko din, na organizer dyan ng EDSA 40th year anniversary na walang BM resign ng mga plaka. Sino ka? Wala ka pa nga, hindi ka short pants nung panahon na kikapaglaban kami para sa freedom na. Ikaw, sabihan mo kami, Kiti, na hindi kami pwede maglagay o magsigaw ng BBM resign. Ikaw siguro dapat hindi ka na makahok dyan. Lali ka pa naman tao. noong 1996. Kaya nagalit si May Paner eh.
Yeah.
Kasi sabi bakit ganong klase anniversary yan ng P-Power, hindi pala kami makasabi ng BBM line. Yan po
So,
talaga actually ang idiot na solution dito is for BBM design.
yeah. So, being questioned, kasi politics makes for the strangest bedfellows, my goodness, di ba? So, could you explain to us the Dilaw thinking right now, and what are the implications if they continue down this path? But wonderfully, no, what you've told me off cam, no, kanina, was there are some na nasa Liberal Party, no, like si Congressman Erice, si former Senator Drilon, na may paninindigan, no, na talagang yung pagka-anti-Marcos nila, may prinsipyo, prinsipyado, pero ano yung thinking ngayon, no? Na katulad ni Kiko D na apo ni Ninoy Aquino, no, na pinatay.
Kasi Kiko this is lumama sa akbayan. Nag-left. Sumama siya sa akbayan ni Risa Ontiveros sa Damas. Kaya nagitahan na siya. Yung batang yan, hindi niya alam kung ginagawa niya, application yan sa future ng bayan niya. Yan yung kabi ko doon sa impeachment na ruling na sa pinatransfer ko ng Silya kasi nandun sa VIP gallery. Di siya kilala. So, can you please move? Di ko alam na yun pala yung Iko D. Katabi ng asawa ni ko. Anyway, yun nag-thumbs down doon sa Senate nung natalo ang impeachment dahil sa Supreme Court ruling, di ba? Yan, tumabas na doon, tapos sumama sa akbayan, rally sa labas. Yan siya, hindi yan sila mga totoong dilawan, hindi yan sila tumaya ng 19 Barcelona pa kami tumaya hanggang 1996 na election. Sino ba yung mga may spoon pa may uho yung tenga niyan in 1986. How did she now? He's not in 40 years old. Di pa siya tao nun, tas gaya, diktahan niya ka. Pupun ko doon ngayon, kung dala ko na isang na tarpulay na bimbisan, nung gawin niya sa akin. Di ba? Yan, nag-date si May Paner and people like me na, tumaya dyan Yung mga hinari sa Ontiveros, Makabayan Black, wala yan sila sa, bakit? Kasi nag-snap election, hindi sila sumali dahil sabi niya, revolusyon ang solusyon. Hindi eleksyon. Yan. Kaya, hindi sila sumali sa snap election 4 at wala sila sa erawan. Tawag na tayong lokohin ni Risa Ontiveros. Wala siya doon. Magpakita sa akin na video na nandun siya. She must have been 20 years old. I was 27. I was appointed Cory, mayor by Cadiz by President Cory after the snap election. Pero sa mga dilawan talaga, Doc Lorraine, na simula pa doon sa EDSA. Yan, sina Senator, she was not visible in EDSA, but Senate President Franklin Drilon was with NAMFREL, together with Senator Angara, Edgardo, and he was the Secretary of Justice and Executive Secretary of President Aquino. So, talagang dilawan siya. Siya yung nagsabi na, we have to accept the fact that right now, pinakamalakas na kandidato ay si Vice President Sara. So, kung gustong magkaroon ng kandidato against her, kailangan mag-unite, ano? Pero he did not say mag-unite, Marcos.
Pero
sa pagkakilala ko kay Frank Drilon, and I know him personally, hindi yun mag-Marcos. Si Erice din, kilala ko yan matagal na in the Pinoy administration pa. Hindi yan magmamarcos. Kaya na mga dilawan na hindi kami mag-Marcos, sasabihin nila, kasi pro Sara kayo. Kasi mga tanga kayo. Sinasabihan kayo na to, pero ayaw tanggapin. Kaya sarili na yung set na yung mind na si Risa Ontiveros ang presidente nyo.
Pero
Sinasabi ni Erice na unfortunately may mga just because ayaw nila sa kay Duterte, kalimutan na nila kung anong mga kasamaan ng Marcos.
So, pero Bing, they've painted themselves in a corner now kasi with the revelations that keep coming every day, no, na talagang magnanakaw, na wala ng conjecture, wala ng opinion ito, fact na ito, na si Marcos ay magnanakaw, they've painted themselves in the corner by not being people of principle, na tumitigdid with integrity, di ba? No,
That is a good development.
yeah,
Dr.
yes.
Rain.
Yes.
Bam Aquino already declared he's not running for vice president.
Yeah.
Now, Rizal Taveros is the bayan is not liberal. Remember? Hindi siya dilawan. Kasi liberal dilaw, di ba?
Yeah.
Ako, I'm identified with the Liberal Party, di ba? Yung mga ninuno ko, alam mo, tsaka everybody knows, I'm really close to Senate President Drilon. You know, I stood by in Accra with Senate President Drilon as Jing partner. Dilaw kami. Yan si Rizal Taveros, hindi yan siya dilawan. Sinasabi ko nga, revolution ang solusyon nila. So ngayon, ang gusto niya, ma-identify siya sa Liberal Party para yung mga voters ni Bam Aquino makuha niya. Ngayon nagsabi na po si Bam Aquino na hindi po siya tatakbo as Vice President. Ngayon, nung sinabi yun ni Bam Aquino, pinutakte na siya ngayon ng mga akbayan sa Facebook. At saka nagsabi siya, ito, and this is very interesting. Sa interview ko sa SMNI, I said, bakit naman huhulihin pa si Nabato at si Bongo? Dito na lang sila elitist kasi sinasabi naman ng BBM administration that our judicial system is working. Hindi naman kailangan na, total, na-capture na nila si former president, nandun na sa Hague. Dito na lang. The following day, si Bam Aquino said the same thing exactly.
Yeah.
When the same thing exactly, inatagan siya ni Bay Gutierrez, ni Trillanes, ni Tomas, sinataksa agad. So, makikita na there is now a rift. Diba? Dahil yung mga nagtataksa kanya, pro-Risa yun eh.
Yeah,
so there is a rift and Bamino, he's a smart fellow.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah, but
so magkakaroon ngayon, biyak na sila. May biyak nila. Yan ang development.
Yeah, question. Kasi you said Sunny Trillanes, di ba? So dito sa revelations ng ex-Marines, he played a central role dito sa bribery, no? Yung pagnanakaw ng taong bayan, sa taong bayan. And ICC kasama dito. So what are the implications to this, no? I also have my assets inside the BJMP, and they told me the same thing, no, that the Marcos administration is facilitating meetings of the ICC members with high-ranking terrorists of the CPP, NPA, NDF like Adalberto Silva, Wigberto Villarico, and Vicladlad, no? So anong business na umuupo ang mga ICC members with top terrorists of the country na fina-facilitate ni BBM? No, so sa madaling salita, nagta-tie up na lahat ito, no, na yung and yung stand ni PRRD napakaganda, no, that he really waved and he very openly said, no, that this is a travesty, in so many words, this is a travesty, no, I don't want to be part of it, diba, etc. So Bing, kahit ICC dawit, no, kahit yon si Marcos nagbayad, sa madaling salita, no? So what are your thoughts on this, Ving? What are the implications, no, as a lawyer, as a former commissioner, as a public
if that is true. Now, if it is true, and it's probably true, because ICC sucks funding now.
Yeah.
If that's true, then everything around the capture and what do you call this? And the imprisonment of former President Digong is political.
Yeah, very clear.
The future ICC is like, ito yung ultimate justice para sa mga AJK at sa mga genocide victims all over the world. then that is not true in the case of Rodrigo Duterte
Mm.
because of the involvement of his political opponent in making sure that he is imprisoned in The Hague. Di ba? Kasi, number one, red notice ng Interpol, that was not a warrant of arrest. Kita mo, alam mo ba, Doc Lorraine, na turning point yun sa akin?
Mm.
Quiet lang ako noon eh. Nung nakita ko yung si Digong, kasi di ba kami ni Digong, nag-meet naman kami before as mayor, pero hindi naman kami close. In fact, nung commissioner ako, di ba, I was very objective. Di ba? Hindi na ako, I was even the one who said, wag munang i-accept ang candidacy ni Duterte because there is a complaint against him here. Pero natalo ako. Pinapa-inhibit pa nga ako nun ni Bit Aguirre. Di ba? And in the end, ayaw ko mag-inhibit, pero in the end, I penned the decision that Rodrigo Duterte was not disqualified. And my decision was unanimous. So he was not disqualified, di ba? So you can see that I am fair and I decided according to law, di ba? So hindi totoo na Duterte ako. Kasi alam niyo naman lahat, di ba, na ganun ang mga naging decision ko eh. Oh. Pero itong nung hinuli siya ni Torre, tapos talagang abuse of power doon si Torre. Tapos nagtatanong si Duterte, ang anak ko, ang abogada ko dito, papasukin mo? He meant the vice president. Sabi niya, hindi na po pwedeng pasukin yan. Sabi ni Digong, on authority? Sabi niya, on my authority? Vice president of the abogado ng nasasdal. Hindi papasukin. Klaseng pulis ka. That you aren't even an authority, you are just an agent of authority. Tapos palakad-lakad siya, sasabihin niya, hihilahin ko yan. Surang iyab. He was promised a promotion, that's why. Hihilahin ko yan. Former President, frail, 80 na. Halos sinakalat ng tuwid.
Bing, I have a question. Bing, I have a question. Yeah,
tinaral ko, nasabi kong opinion ko na mali ito, na lang doon si court na nag-confirm ng kanya warrant of arrest.
No, Bing, may question ako. I-kompleto mo yung sagot mo. Kaya kita sa tanungin. Kasi, from your perspective, no? Kasi very extensive yung knowledge mo and your experience, di ba? Ano yung implications ng kababuyan na ito na ginawa ni Bongbong Marcos sa Pilipinas na you extraordinarily rendered and surrendered an ordinary Filipino to a foreign court? What, you take away the personalities, but what is that implication to us as a nation?
It means that as a nation, we have a puppet president.
Yeah.
He only thinks about his political survival. He does not care about us. He does not care about his people. He is only worried about his own political survival. Ginawa nila yun kasi pag wala si Digong dito, matatalo si Sa, lalo namang lumaban ng mga DDS. And I witnessed it in Siargao na more than 2,000 people nagkaraban doon at sa top of the fair. Lalo naman. Ngayon, ipapatwitch na naman ni Sara. Sa palagay ba nila? Number one, can they impeach her? Number two, kahit ma-impeach nila, will it stop? It will not. Because lumalim na ang galit ng mga tao sa kanya. Ang consequence that he has to face. Hindi na ito pwedeng, natalo ang presidente, so okay, we'll wait for the next election. Hindi. Kailangan nagot siya. Anong consequence na gusto kong makita? Kailangan magot siya kahit na hindi pa presidente o na kung hindi na siya presidente, dapat managot si Bong Marcos.
Yan, meron pa akong tanong kasi nagugulat ako sa kalidad ng pag-iisip nila, napakababa, 'di ba? Kasi of course sumusunod sila sa deep state, 'di ba? Puppet si Marcos ng Amerika because I don't think that kind of impunity would have happened without America behind it, 'di ba? But still, no, yung kalidad ng pag-iisip na if you take away PRRD, it's easy to defeat Inday. Did they not think that exact opposite was going to happen? That they were going to make him a martyr? I mean, it's not rocket science. So, what do you think? What kind of caliber of thinking are we seeing right now, di ba? Drug addict, ganon, thinking.
Because you look at the squad, you look at the people around him who are
Yeah,
giving
yes,
him
that's true.
Martin,
Mm.
Remulla, Recto, I don't think it's in his personality to this Gibo. Meron lang mga general na nag-asa sa kanila like Torre, ang national security advisor niya, naghugas kamay. Yung mga tao around him, when he said, gusto ko wala na siya dito because remember, what Bongbong wants, Bongbong gets, sabi ni Martin, di ba?
Yeah.
So, addict siya. Yung mga desisyon niya, impulsive siya. So, pag sinabi na, may nagsabi na ganito, pag wala si Digong dito, ganito. To already na IC, ganyan. Already na Interpol. Kaya nga kasi pop siya, at saka mahina talaga siya magdesisyon. Hindi niya naman yung mga ramifications ng you'll make him, what do you call this, martyr.
Martyr, yeah.
Intindihan yun ng long term na effect niya.
Yeah.
Kaya niya ba yan? Yan ang weakness niya kasi addict siya. Yan ang weakness talaga ni BBM. Magaling lang sa English pero yung walang laman, saka hindi niya talaga alam yan yung mga consequence ng kanyang mga ginagawa. Kagaya nun, example, biro mo, they were in ASEAN, and it was in his speech, he started attacking the premier of China. In his ASEAN speech, that they're encroaching on our open waters, and they are attacking sort of, declaring war,
Yeah, no?
Akala niya sa ASEAN si Satya doon. Akala niya points siya kay Trump. Tanga. And now, si Trump pala, nakikipag-debate meeting sa Premier China. Malalaki mga giants nag-meeting doon. Siya hindi kasali. And so, he had to crawl his way. I think he was advised by the DFA secretary. He crawled this way, 3 heads of states away to the chair. Premier of China to shake his... Hindi pa siya kila. Kita mo yung mukha ng Chinese, ng premier. Hindi siya kala. Parang, who's this? Tapos interpreter pa nagsabi na he's the president of the Philippines. Doon mo makikita talaga, addict talaga si Bongbong.
Yeah.
Addict talaga. Hindi maasan yung mga desisyon niya na magiging tama.
Yeah. Bing, andun din yung manipulation ng CPP, NPA, NDF. I'm talking about the ICC kasi nung kay under PRRD pa, nandyan pa si PRRD, nagpunta kaming, as my work sa NTF-ELCAC, we went to the EU, humarap kami sa marami sa kanila, no, sa UN, tapos nakikita namin, nandyan na yung EJK na number na yan na 30,000, fantastic talaga na number. So talagang project talaga nila yung EJK issue na yan para makapag-recruit, para may makapag-fundraise, di ba? Kasi sindikato yung mga yan eh. So madaling paikutin yung ulo ni Bongbong Marcos tungkol sa dalhin si PRRD sa ICC kasi noon pa nila, kumbaga they already softened the ground, the ICC, di ba? And because he betrayed the Filipino people with his alliance with a terrorist organization, nakapalibot din sa kanya, CPP, right? So, what do you think, Bing?
Ngayon, dahil sa survival mode siya, kapit siya sa patalim, it's very probable that he has already or is finalizing his alliance with the left. As in, not just the political left, but the CPP-NPA. Because it's money. What does BBM have that the CPP-NPA wants? Diba? O aside from power, which they cannot use anyway right now, he has money. Diba?
Our money.
Our money. Our government money. And he has many ways, to give it na sikreto. That's the truth. Kaya Kaya, ano man ang motives ng CPP-NPA, dahil long game sila, di ba? They're in for the long game.
Yeah.
Oh, tatanggapin nila yun. Bakit kay sila nagtatak sa mga asyenda at mga plantations at minahan, 'di ba? Para magkapera. Eto, isang lang, one time big time, BBM can produce that, ha? I mean, I'm just talking about the possibilities. Okay.
Yeah.
So, aside from that, sa election, ngayon, ang Makabayan Black, BBM resign, Sara resign. So, mahirapan siya doon. Right now, right now. Kasi sila, gusto nila, dalawa mag-resign.
Yeah.
So, ang survival mode ni BBM, yun ang number one, I think, nila na agenda ng kanyang gang. And that includes sino ang magiging candidate nila that can beat Sara. Or if hindi sila makakuha ng candidate to beat Sara, magkukoalisyon na sila ngayon or open, just not a formal coalition registered with the COMELEC, but just an open, fluid coalition with other parties and political leaders like the Liberal Party, which I don't think will happen, other political parties. Now, do you think that is what do you call an innocent trip of BBM to Naga to make friends with Mayor Lenny Robredo? No.
Yeah.
What BBM does is innocent. Di ba? Everything is planned ahead of time. Now, he is giving 1 billion pesos to Negros Occidental, which is pink country. We have Negros Occidental has voted against Marcos since martial law because he impoverished Negros Occidental when he controlled the sugar trading. Di ba? He gave 1 billion to Negros Occidental, I presume, to the provincial government. Again, what is that for? To appease. Either one, to appease, and number two, to influence the political, it's a political persuasion, kumbaga. But he forgets na last termer na yung governor namin dyan. So he has no political capital na mataas because he's probably going to run for
Pero
congressman or mayor. Oh.